Dying Light 2 reviews are now out in the wild, and honestly, they're about what I expected. So I thought for this video I'd go ahead and read some of these reviews across many different perspectives, and give you a broader idea as to what to really expect with this game. And later on today I'll be dropping my own personal review about my experience as well. The place I personally go to see a wide variety of different reviews for movies and media is usually Metacritic, so let's start there. Currently, as of the time of making this video, the score is sitting at 79 with 23 critic reviews, so that's actually pretty good. 17 of the 23 reviews are positive, 6 are mixed, and 0 are negative so far. I really wasn't sure whether to start with a negative review or a positive one, so let's start in the middle. God is a Geek gave it an 80. While Dying Light 2 may not feel like a massive step up, it's still a ton of fun, and the story is powerful and an engaging one, vastly improved from the original. CD Action gave the game an 85, with them stating, Dying Light 2 is a solid sequel that creatively amplifies the pros of its predecessor. Its multi-layered story is engaging and the player's choices have actual impact on the game's world. Admittedly, there are some shortcomings, but not substantial enough to ruin the overall very positive impression. I had tons of fun playing Dying Light 2 and sometimes lost track of time. Games Radar in the review gave the game a 70, with them saying, Dying Light 2 offers a great, open-world playground for zombie survival but lacks an impactful story or meaningful choices. Dexerdo gave a 75 in their review, where they say, I hope that, following a few updates, those creases can be ironed out. Until then, though, I'm not sure how often I'll be diving into Techland's neo-dystopian universe, but there's an allure that does entice me back. While the future remains dark for Aiden and his accomplices, I believe that, with a few upgrades, the sun won't be setting on Dying Light 2 just yet. Now, moving on to a few more positive reviews, IGN France gave the game a 90, where they say Techland takes what made Dying Light great, and brings it to the next level in every way. Parkour is faster, combat is more violent, and choices matter more. The tale of Aiden left us breathless. Day and night, exploring Villador is a terrifying and gripping experience. Game Grin gave the game a solid 95, with them saying Dying Light 2 Stay Human is a great sequel to a pretty good game. With fun traversal mechanics, combat encounters, and agonizing choices in the story, it could be very much worth the playtime. Checkpoint Gaming gave the game a 90, where they say Dying Light 2 Stay Human is more than a follow-up and worth the wait. While not necessarily reinventing the wheel, it excels in one of the best versions of the open-world formula we've seen for some time. With silky smooth parkour and combat mechanics and plenty of things to do and see, I highly recommend a plunge into the city. Where there's slight polishing still to be done and the story at times leaves a bit to be desired, shining moments and performances make it all the more worthwhile, standing as a stronger entry than its predecessor. This has become my favorite free-roam zombie game to date, and has me constantly itching to jump back in and tool around some more in its playground. Not bloody bad, Techland. Now, as to be expected, I think it's about time we dive into the more negative side of the reviews. NME gave it a 60, with them saying it's more Dying Light, but at what cost? A marketing campaign promised the world, but a production hamstrung by constant delays and shifts in key personnel has delivered a joyless game that lacks the spirit of exploration of its predecessor and strips out a lot of the joy. A 70 score was given by The Gamer, where they say Dying Light 2 is a game with a troubled development, and unfortunately, it shows. I know how much the first game grew significantly over the years with patches and content updates, and I can only hope this one gets as much support, because it needs a lot of work before it becomes the game we were promised back in 2018, if ever. PC Games Network gave the game a 60, with them saying bugs, repetitive side content, bad storytelling, and the unfulfilled promise of its choice and consequence system leave Dying Light 2 unable to capitalize on the strength of its excellent parkour and combat mechanics. And I feel that's enough reviews to give you a broader perspective as to what to expect with this game. Didn't want to end it on a negative note, but I do feel like there's a lot that needs to be said, and a lot that's going to be said in the next couple days, so I hope you guys enjoy the experience a lot more than some of these people, and really, come to your own conclusions. I'll explain more in my review later on today, and I really think a lot of you Dying Light fans are going to love every second of it, but some people in the outsider world of gaming might not. The game is definitely not for everybody, as you can tell, because of the wide variety of different review scores, but I think this game is special, and maybe you guys will see that too. But anyways, if you enjoyed, then like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by for the next one, because there's a lot of content coming, folks. See you next time.